Hello, how's it going? I'd like to talk about a book that I read recently that I'd like to pretty much just, promote. It's called what's it called? Flow: The Psychology of Optimal Experience by a writer called Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi or something like that. If you want to find it, just type in "Flow: The Psychology of Optimal Experience," and that'll be it. So the idea the author puts forth is really just a state of mind which he describes as extreme involvement in life. So if you look at pro athletes and meditators, artists in work, even businessmen that are really involved and need a high level of functioning, he says that all of these people reach a state that he calls flow state. So flow state is what he calls when you're essentially doing an activity that requires all of your available concentration to perform correctly. So he shows a diagram where there's difficulty on the x-axis. There's a skill level on the x-axis and difficulty on the y, so the vertical. And it's a diagonal channel. So as you get more skilled at an activity, the difficulty level needs to raise in order to catalyze this state in you. So I thought this was really interesting, that there's a state that is our most optimal. And he goes so far as to say that this state is really the only way we can be very productive, and also the only way we can feel a sense of meaning in life. So I was thinking about it, and I think that most of our motivations or our motives come from this. I mean, if you look at all of your hobbies, they're just going to be things that require your maximum skill level. Your hobbies, well, watching TV aside, but in general, hobbies are something that you can improve at and that is constantly challenging. So that's why I think you find a lot of people becoming involved in art, music, chess, and athletics, because they essentially offer infinite room for improvement. And yeah, that's about all. Let's see. One last thing I'd like to say before I go is that he offered a really interesting point on entry costs, essentially. That's like an economics term, but entry costs into an activity. So, for example, playing piano will not produce a flow state in you when you're a beginner, because it's going to be a pain in the ass to remember everything. And you're just going to be focusing on hitting the key right, or hitting 2 or 3 keys in a chord. But when you reach higher levels, it becomes more rewarding. So just something to keep in mind if you're interested in doing something, but it seems as if the entry cost is too high, give it a shot and know that it'll pay off in the end. All right, until next time, YouTubers. Bye.